Stay tuned and let's take a look at this Marvel Legends controller. Build-A-Figure wave, Madame Hydra. Ciao and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And remember, you can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Either show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Today we continue looking at the Marvel Legends controller, Build-A-Figure wave, and in front of me today we have Madame Hydra, another character that we desperately need an update of because this old one just isn't up to par. So of course, full comparison in the video, and Madame Hydra can actually fit in multiple spots in the display. I'm assuming this is the original Viper as well, but I'll get into all of that. In the box, she comes with 2 weapons and 2 holsters on the figure, which I like to see, and also a set of fisted hands and then a leg for the controller Build-A-Figure. There's a picture of Madame Hydra on the side of the box. We've got a Hydra logo at the top as well. Spin it around to the back, we got that same image as well as a write-up that reads: "The woman known as Viper assumes command of Hydra, taking the title of Madame Hydra and turning the organisation into her personal army." And then as always, you get a list of all the figures in this wave you need to build the controller Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Madame Hydra. So as I said, a much needed update and a character I'm looking forward to adding to the shelf. Where would I put her? We shall find out. Let's get her open. So here we have Madame Hydra out of the packaging with all her accessories, which to be honest are not a lot. But she does have a Build-A-Figure piece for the controller, so you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, check out the playlist and come back because we now nearly have all the pieces we need to build and review the controller. Not today though, however. Today, let's focus on Viper, aka Madame Hydra. Now, first things first, we have been spoiled recently with female Marvel Legends on that new Shriek body, that double jointed pinless body. However, this is on the same sort of standard female Marvel Legends body we've been seeing for years. We're going to probably have the wobbly leg syndrome in not too much time, but we've got the pins in the knees, single jointed elbows, and yeah, that's a little bit frustrating because as I said, we've been spoiled, but I guess they can't use that all the time. Is this still an upgrade to the previous version? Yes, it's still an upgrade, but can this one be more improved? Then yes. But again, I'll get into all of that. But first, as I always like to do, let's try my best to explain the character because there's been a few Madame Hydras, but I think I know who this one is. Now, I can only assume that this version of Madame Hydra is the original Viper, Ophelia Sarkeesian, trained and raised by Hydra, skilled in combat and an expert strategist. Away from Hydra, she was a mercenary and rose to power and became the Princess of Madripoor. Never far from trouble, she even infiltrated the Serpent Society. The former wife of Wolverine always finds her way back to Hydra. So as mentioned, there are other versions of Madame Hydra. Other people have took on the mantle, but the reason I think this figure represents Ophelia is because on the back of the box it says known as Viper, and Ophelia was given the title of Viper by the Kraken when she was trained as an orphan by Hydra. So I'm going to assume it's her. And as I said, we do need an upgrade, as the last time that face sculpt was horrible. So starting at the face sculpt is an improvement, but I'm sort of resisting the urge to twist the head because the hair is sculpted in a way where the fringe covers half the face. So when I first took it out of the box, I was like trying to twist it to try and get the face sort of revealed, but the hair is sculpted in a way where it actually covers half of the face. But the face is obviously in there as well. It's just got this shadow on it now, which is quite nice. It's quite sinister. She is quite evil, of course, but you can still see those green lips, the green eyeshadow, and her eyes are quite wide open, like she seems shocked that she's seen something, and her eyebrows are quite predominant as well, with those black eyebrows, quite long as well, to be fair. But again, it's still a very striking face sculpt. I don't like it in person as much as I thought I was going to, but I still think it's an improvement compared to the other one, which looks like a drag queen, and I will do a full comparison in a second. But the hair sculpt, as I said, sculpted in a way where it covers half the face, and it does seem like there's some different shades of green in the hair. Definitely some sort of dark wash in it, as you can see a bit of black here and there, and then the lights hitting it create more shadows. But yeah, there's definitely a tinge of black in that hair sculpt, and there's more hair than it seems as well, but it is sculpted quite uniquely. I don't think that's reuse. I do think this is new hair. And you're not going to get much range on it, unfortunately, because of that. Not really looking down much because the fringe is going to hit the chest, and then not really looking back either. So a little bit of side to side and a bit of tilt, but that's about it from the head sculpt. Now, the rest of the figure is quite simple. As I said, standard female Marvel Legend body. It's just painted in certain areas. To be fair, the arms, the gloves here, they are sculpted up here at the top of the forearm, which I would have assumed would have just been painted, but that is a sculpted sort of raise there to have the break between the skin and then the long green glove. I also like the bright green of the harness as well. That's obviously a separate piece with 2 working harnesses, which I appreciate, rather than glued in guns. And there's a nice Hydra logo there as well. Hopefully I can zoom in and show you that. Nice gold Hydra logo with a little gold button there as well, even a gold buckle on the front of the belt. So yeah, that's a separate piece, and as I said, it will bounce around because she's got quite a thin waistline. Moving down to the legs though, the boots are just painted on. There is no sculpted line to break up the trousers to the boots. That is just green painted on there, the lime green to match the bout. Other than that, it's quite a dark green. As I said, the hair has a few different shades of green in it because it's got that black twinge. But yeah, it's standard female Marvel Legends body with the pins in the legs, unfortunately, but they're still double jointed. You still get a lot of range there, so still that decent, but they do go a little bit wobbly over time. Mine always end up like that, which is always annoying. The arms single jointed. Again, shame because she does have 2 guns, so it would have been nice to get them hold her properly. But yeah, single jointed elbows. No pins though, but that was always the way with single jointed elbows. So yeah, you sort of know what you're getting for with this figure. Let me zoom out a little bit and sort of show you. Still get the arms to 90, obviously 90 with the single jointed elbows. The waist. There's no waist cut, there's just the ball at the sort of top of the diaphragm, so you get a little bit of wiggle there, a little bit of back, bit of back, bit of forward, more back than forward I think. And then because there's no real pattern or design on the sort of costume, it's just all dark green, you don't really notice any breaks in the design when you're moving her around, which is quite nice when it works out like that. And then the green goes all the way up to the collar of her neck as well. So yeah, standard female Marvel Legends body. You sort of, again, if you've got a Marvel Legend female figure on your shelf, you sort of know what you're getting yourself in for here. Out of the box, she comes with 2 trigger fingers because she also comes with 2 guns. Now, she's an expert marksman as well, so I don't mind that at all. These guns we have seen before with Marvel Legends. They're quite skinny, to be fair. They've got a little bit of design on the sort of grip. There's like a snake design, if you will, because she is Viper after all. I see what you've did there, Hasbro. So yeah, like a snake design on the grip of the gun, and they're very slim and will fit into the trigger hands. Again, the disappointment, there's no double jointed elbows. You can't really get her into many dynamic poses. You're going to be able to get her to look decent enough for a photo or 2 or for a pose on the shelf, but again, limited with your range. But what I do like is that you can take these guns off and actually holster them. I do much appreciate working holsters on our Legends. There you go, there's 1 gun in there, spin it around, take that gun out of her hand, and the second gun goes in like so. Beautiful. And now we have the holstered guns. Are they going to fall out? I hope not. No, they're not falling out, we're good. Spinning around, I've just noticed she's got a hole in the back, but that was no reason for that. But yeah, holstered weapons. Now, 2 trigger finger hands. Now her weapons are holstered. We don't need trigger fingers, so luckily she comes with a set of fisted hands because she is also an expert in many forms of martial art, so she isn't afraid to get her hands dirty and get fighting as well. But yeah, fisted hands always work for a more neutral pose, and especially someone who's in charge as well. Madame Hydra, after all, you can get her posed up looking good like so. But as I said, this isn't the first Madame Hydra we've got in Marvel Legends form. The previous one was back in the Epic Hero days, so again, probably about 10 years ago now, maybe. So let's do a straight up comparison, shall we? So comparing the 2 Marvel Legend Madame Hydras side by side, as I mentioned, these are basically 10 years apart, but is this new one 10 years worth of updates and enhancements? To be quite frankly honest, it's not. The female body they've chose to use for this still has its limitations and definitely room for improvement. But to my eye at least, it is still an improvement compared to that old outdated female body they used with the sort of T-jointed legs, which were very limiting, very hard to get her to stand or any dramatic posing. Also, the gloves and hands were all one solid piece, so they were limiting and she was stuck in the trigger finger hands. At least with this new one, you can pose her up a little bit, you can swap out the hands, and it does give you more options. But Both of them, however, though, are quite clearly Madame Hydra, as they're wearing the same costume design with that full green sort of suit with the bout and the gloves. I actually prefer the lime green of the new one. Don't know why, I just like how it pops, you know, I like that. Also, the previous one did have more sculpted detail, as it had the zip from the collar down the front of the chest compared to the new one, which is just a flat green. So overall, that's the body. But talking about the head sculpt, that previous one did look a bit like a drag queen. Now, it does have black hair, which is accurate to Madame Hydra. She is seen with both green and black hair, so not complaining about that. But the face sculpt just wasn't good enough. It was a little bit shiny as well, and the paint and the face just didn't really work. Now, is the new one 10 years better? I don't know. The new one isn't as good as I wanted it to be, but it is still better than the previous one. I do actually like the sort of way the hair covers half the face. As I said, a little bit sinister. It's growing on me the more I look at it. But as I said, bottom line is the new one is an improvement. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Again, here we have our two Madame Hydras. The previous one is a smidge bit taller. She also looks a little bit older in the face, like an old Madame Hydra compared to the new one, who definitely looks a lot younger in the face, but her eyes are really far open wide. She looks shocked about absolutely everything. But there you go. You let me know in the comments below which one you prefer. Maybe you could keep both in a display and use one with your Hydra soldiers as Madame Hydra and use the other one with the Serpent Society as a Viper. So maybe room for both. Let me know what you're going to do. The previous one did have a green gun though, which I think I like a little bit better. She only had one gun holstered in there. Is this the same as the new guns? You'll have to let me know. But there you go. There's a little side by side. Is the green? Yeah, it seems like the green one is like just a thicker version of this new one. But yeah, an old mold all the same. But can this new Madame Hydra hold it? Let's have a look. Again, it's thicker, but it will go in the trigger finger hands. And yes, this new Madame Hydra can hold the old green gun if that is something that interests you. Will it fit in the holster? Probably going to be too big. And yeah, as I said, too big. So now you know. So let's jump into some comparisons. And this may seem like an odd place to start, but if you were listening to me earlier, I did say that she married Wolverine. She is the former wife of Wolverine. As she was on her rise to Madripoor, Wolverine got caught up in the nonsense and he was indebted to her. Go and read all about it. But yeah, formerly husband and wife. Here we have a comparison that makes more sense. Here we have Madame Hydra with Red Skull, who they have teamed up with many a time, of course, but they always end up double-crossing each other. They can't help it. They're evil. And then we have Baron Zemo. But let me swap out Baron Zemo for another Hydra affiliate. Here we have Artem Zola in that re-release with the Hydra cap. Will we get a redo of him one day? Maybe. But I'll tell you who we do need a redo of Hydra-related. Baron Strucker, right? And if you need someone new to command those Hydra soldier army builders you've got on your shelf, then Madame Hydra can step right in, as she looks great compared to some Hydra soldiers. She's of course teamed up with many villains. One more famously though, we have the Silver Samurai, and I very rarely get him out for a comparison, but these two look nice together. Another Hydra comparison around the Secret Empire era. Here we have Hydra Cap and Madame Hydra. And if you didn't want Madame Hydra on the shelf, how about a new Viper, as she will slip very nicely into a Serpent Society lineup. Now, this isn't all the members we have in Legends form. I think I'm missing Eel and maybe another. Let me know in the comments. But yes, she will definitely fit nicely into a Serpent Society. Now, I don't mean to harp on, but it would have made a difference if she was on the updated Shriek body with the double jointed elbows and the better legs. It would have just made a lot more sense. As you can already see, the body she does have is the same as this Black Widow, and you can see that Black Widow has the warping leg. Over time, it's inevitable. You can't help it. So yeah, she is unfortunately on an outdated body. She should have been on Shriek, but what can I say? We can't win them all. Talking of the Shriek body, here we have her compared to the other females from this controller wave with Quake and Maria Hill. Here we have more figures from the wave with US Agent and Blue Marvel. Go and check out all my reviews on the channel now. Here we have her compared to the Herald of Galactic, Cosmic King 4 and Lady Sif, because why not? Here we have her compared to Tigra and Frogman, and I know what you're thinking, Frogman's green, he's probably going to join Hydra. No, that will never happen. And then last but never, ever least, here we have Captain Britain and Hal Fire Hank. So, final thoughts on Madame Hydra. Honestly, still room for improvement, but at the end of the day, it's still an upgrade that will fit aesthetically better into a modern display than that previous version. That was just on an old, outdated body. Now, obviously, we know there's new bodies available to Hasbro, so it's frustrating when they don't use them, but I'm sure they have their reasons. I would have liked to have seen this on a Shriek body for better posing, especially when she's double wielding those guns going akimbo, but that isn't to be. This body is still our standard female Marvel Legend. We know what we're getting ourselves in for, and it is a very accurate representation of Madame Hydra / Viper from the comics. And at the end of the day, as I always say, that's what I want on my shelf, an accurate representation in plastic. But I'm sure you have your own opinions and thoughts. Please let me know in the comments below, and let me know where you're going to put her. Are you putting her with Serpent Society, or are you putting her with Hydra? I'm curious. Let me know, all that good stuff. But if you want to see more reviews from this controller builder figure wave, and trust me, hundreds more, check out the videos tab, find the playlist, but most importantly, please hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. Hit the notification bell, don't miss a video, and please hit that join button. Become a channel member, show some love, or join the members club. Come and join me on a live stream. Don't be shy, get involved. Follow me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. I'm on Twitter as well. Don't be shy, tweet me at Dan Who Reviews. And until then, people, my name is Dan W, and I will of course see you on the next one. Hey,